Hello, St. Vincent's friends and families. Back with another book, Lucy's Picture. You guys have any guesses as to what Lucy is going to make a picture of? My grandpa's coming to visit today, said Lucy. How nice, said Miss Kelly. Now take a seat because we're all going to do some painting. Can I do a picture for Grandpa? Asked Lucy. Of course you may, said Miss Kelly. Lucy looked at the big sheet of white paper in front of her. Can't you think of what to paint, Lucy? Asked Miss Kelly. What was your grandpa like? Something nice and bright? Look at those lovely colors. Lucy looked at the red and the yellow and the sky blue paints. They're not right, she said. May I use the glue? May I stick things on to make a picture? You mean a collage? Of course, but you'll have to sit at another table. There's not enough room here. Lucy took her paper to an empty table in the corner. She went and found a bottle of glue, some scissors, and a box of scraps. Lucy loved Miss Kelly's box of scraps. She liked plunging her hands deep in the box and feeling with her eyes shut. She's very creative. Her hair is doing things. Lucy started her picture. She cut some soft green velvet into curvy mounds for hills and stuck them on the paper. She made a lake out of blue shiny stuff and put it in between the hills. Then she found some flowery dress material. Grandpa has flowers like this in his garden, Lucy told Miss Kelly. Lucy cut along the flowers and stuck them in little clumps along the edge of the lake. At recess, Lucy was too busy to play. Instead, she collected twigs, leaves, and 2 small feathers. Then she filled her empty juice cup with sand from the sandbox. At last, it was time to go inside. Oh, Lucy got big plans for this picture for Grandpa. Now, Lucy was even more excited about Grandpa's picture. She made him a tree out of the twigs and leaves and stuck the feathers on the end of a branch. Then she squeezed a long ribbon of glue over the hills and sprinkled sand over the glue to make a path. My grandpa's got a dog, Lucy told Miss Kelly. She's called Honey, but that's what color she is. When Miss Kelly wasn't looking, Lucy trimmed a piece of her own hair and glued it to a dog she had made from a piece of paper. Oh man. Oh, Lucy, I don't think you're supposed to be cutting your hair. That's lovely, Lucy, said Miss Kelly when it was story time. She put Lucy's picture safely on the side to dry, along with all the other paintings. Lucy didn't want to go home. Lucy couldn't wait to go home. She hadn't seen Grandpa in a long time. Her mother was waiting as usual, but today there was someone with her. Grandpa! Cried Lucy. She nearly knocked him off his feet. Oh, how sweet. I made you a picture, Grandpa. Look. Lucy grabbed her blind grandfather's hand and guided it over her picture. There are hills, and here's the road. Grandpa touched the picture carefully. A tree, a bird, and what's this? It feels like your hair, Lucy. That's honey, said Lucy, smiling. How clever, and what a wonderful surprise. It's the best picture I've ever seen, said Grandpa. Wow, her grandpa's blind, so she made him a picture that he would be able to touch and feel. And then she was able to tell him what he was touching. Wow, very creative, Lucy. I love it. Drop the book. That's beautiful, very creative. And hand in hand, Grandpa and Lucy and their mother walked home. So Lucy is her grandpa's guide dog because he's blind. Wow. That's amazing. I love this book, Lucy's Picture. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I hope everyone is doing good and you're all happy and healthy. Bye.